All right, so let's jump in. This week I lost 2.2 pounds. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Nobody needed those 2.2 pounds, so. And we'll go ahead and get into what I ate. But first let me say, now I'm 35.2 pounds away from my goal weight. And I'll kind of tell you guys what I ate this week. This is my macros. People are like, what are macros? With people messaging me all this week, I also realized there's a lot of things out there that I know that a lot of people don't know with losing weight and stuff. So I decided I'm going to also do a video on Wednesdays called What Wednesdays? What? Where I answer all the questions. Well, not all the questions, but I take a question that I think is important and then I answer it. Like for this week, I'm going to talk about what you need to get started. A lot of people want to do this with me, so I'll tell you what you need to do to get started. Like for example, go out and buy a food skill, download MyFitnessPal, learn how to work that app. You can do that until I come out with my what video. The what video will also talk about like things that got me into the gym and make me stay in the gym. Like it's hard to, get there and stay. But, and you shouldn't just start with the gym. Like that should be later. But I'll get into all of that on a What Wednesday. I want to keep my Sunday videos, my check-in, weigh-in videos. So this week I ate 1,600 calories, around that amount, 165 carbs, 65 grams of fat, and 115 grams of protein. Now that is my macro. That is specifically for me. That's not what you would eat. Don't even write that down. That's nothing you need to know. Macros go off of your weight, your height, your gender, your activity level. I'm sure there's something else I'm not thinking of. And no one has the same macros. So those are my macros. You can't have them. I'm just kidding. Those are my macros. Those aren't your macros. And if you need help, I can help you calculate your macros. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about what I ate in what order. So I changed my diet 4 times this week, just so you guys know. And that is what is good about counting your macros. As long as it fits in your macros, you can eat it. And let's be honest, I'm a woman and I'm gonna not want to eat the same thing for a week. I just couldn't. I did eat the same breakfast every day. So I had, this is Quaker's apple oatmeal. And this is my breakfast. And this was also my breakfast. This is 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Ooh. I poured lemon juice on these so they wouldn't turn brown, but now I have lemon juice on my table. That is 1 apple and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. I'll borrow this napkin. Actually, not borrow. You're not getting it back. So, yeah, that was my breakfast all morning this week. Never got tired of it. Now, let's move on to after the gym. After the gym, I drink a protein shake. Okay, guys, I hate the taste of protein. It always has like a chalky aftertaste. Can't do it. And I've tried lots of proteins because I've done lots of different diets. Some diets I did were like keto. Some of them were just like meal replacements. But listen, I couldn't do it. And that is another good thing about this diet. I don't feel like I'm on a diet. I'm eating real food, and I'm never hungry. Never hungry. Okay, anyways, yeah, this is really good. And let me tell you guys about this. This is Premier Protein. You can get this at Walmart. When I want to like treat myself, I guess, I go to Starbucks. I get 2 shots of espresso and I pour this over it. A large cup of ice, 2 shots of espresso, pour this over it. It's delicious. It tastes like a Frappuccino. Those of you who don't have espresso, just get some coffee, cold ice. Is ice really cold? Get some ice and pour this over it. Sorry. All right. Then after my protein shake, this would be my first meal. I don't know if you can see that. That is a crap ton of veggies. This is salmon, by the way. This is 4 ounces of salmon. Crap ton of veggies. Now, guys, I did not eat this all in one sitting. I portioned it out probably like, I don't know how this looks. Probably like this many peas. And then like definitely half those carrots. And I have 2 children that are at home with me. So you all know you can't eat anything without sharing. So if I gave my son a bite of salmon or I gave my daughter a bite of salmon, then I just made sure I made extra salmon. I went into the fridge. I took another bite of salmon. This is all about meal prepping too, which we'll get into another video. But so this was all in one container. This was all in one container. I just took what I needed for this meal, and then I just ate the rest throughout the day. I like snacked on it. After that, these are another snacks of mine. I will never get tired of these. So these are deli meats. This is sun-dried tomato and provolone cheese. Guys, this thing is freaking heavy. Yeah, and this is 3 ounces of meat, 3 ounces of cheese, and this is how I would meal prep these. Just go ahead and roll them up, put them in a baggie. So I do eat lunch meat, like the kind that comes already pre-packaged, but for my little snacks, I like to splurge and get the good meat. So you can see how thick these slices are. I mean, they're pretty big. But, and then I just take it and I just roll it. This is good if you're on the go. You can just take this and go. And like all your meals they'll be tailored to you. Things that you like. A lot of people don't like fish. I like fish. I like shrimp. And I would substitute. If I substitute, I could substitute with chicken. I could substitute with shrimp, which I will show you that in a minute. So let me finish what I would eat on day 1. I ate this from day 1 to day 4. Guys, this right here is this dip. If you guys can see that. So this is called, no, I'm not even going to try it, tzatziki cucumber dill with Greek yogurt. So this is like basically ranch. It tastes really good. It's like a knockoff ranch. It's a little bit more watered down, but honestly, it's really good. And this is empty. This is the last of it. I bought 5 of these, and they're gone. I ate probably, I don't know how many I ate, but my husband, I came home with a spinach one too. He ate that the first day. He ate all of it, and then I thought I had like a few more left in there. No, my family's been eating it. They love it. They love it. And this is what I did for the vegetables. I did not prep these because this is out of my diet today, but I'll show you what I substituted. So this is how many carrots I did. This is how much celery I did. Now all these I would have cut up really nice. And then I had this of celery. Oh, sorry. This was a cucumber. I would have this of celery times 3. That is a lot of vegetables. And I wouldn't eat them again in one sitting. I would eat them throughout the day. Now my last thing, some of you are like, this is gross. I know. That's why I got tired of it after 4 days. My last thing that I had, wait till I get to my meal that I ate this weekend. You're gonna love it. So this was it. This is green beans. Oh, I am terrible at this. I wish I could edit these videos so you guys don't know how much of a hot mess I am in real life. That's how many green beans I had. I don't know if you can see that. Thought it was cool shaking it, but really it's not. So for foods that I don't like microwaved, I just put them in a pan. Really should have gotten more napkins for this video. Should have got, put these in a pan and heat them up. And then I salt and pepper them, season them however I want. So that was one day of food. Now the reason I did a lot of veggies on my first few days is because I was worried I was going to be hungry. A lot of people actually eat too little. So the first time they eat, they're like, I can't eat all this food. But like, that's not my problem. My problem is I eat too much. So I ate a lot of vegetables, high in fiber, just to kind of get things moving, and so I wasn't hungry. So the food I got tired of after 4 days was this, the green beans, and all those peas and carrots. So I went down to 4 ounces of peas instead of 8. And I went down to a little less carrots. I can't remember right now off the top of my head. So instead of eating that, I replaced that with, this is a bowl of cereal. I wish I had the thing. This is Kashi. It's actually really good. It might not look good, but this is so good. And I would do almond milk. Oh, I have the almond milk. I didn't even know I brought this over here. So yeah, just some almond milk. So that's what I did there. And then, while I have you guys here, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use a food scale. Yeah, this is a multi-purpose video. That's why this is going to be kind of long. But this is a food scale. This is not what you stand on. This is for your food. So, the food, let me lower this a little bit so you guys can see. So you just So here's my yogurt. It's already been weighed out. This is 150 grams of yogurt. Now, the beginning of the week, I was actually eating 175 grams of yogurt, so it was more than this. But then I had to tailor it for the food I ate this weekend. So, like, I mean, towards the end of the week, I was eating 175 grams, but then I tailored it for this weekend. But it was totally worth it, and I'll show you that meal in a minute because it was my favorite. Alright, so I hate that I said favorite that way. It says favorite that way. Is that on 0? Okay, it is. I can see it on there. It's 0. So here is one of my meals. This is how you can prep your food. This is blueberries. We'll see how many blueberries I have because I can't remember off the top of my head. It's either 2 ounces. I think it's 2 ounces. Whoop. So you'll see there, look, boom, 2 ounces. That is my blueberries. It's a lot of blueberries. I would eat this in the evening time for my sweet treat. 2.5 ounces of strawberries. Again, this is how you meal prep, guys. You either put it in a container or a Ziploc bag. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? And then, oh, I forgot to tear it. You're going to tear it so it's 0. Now, I got, the beginning of the week, I got 1 ounce. And my fruit, I had more too also at the beginning of the week. Or whatever. And I had 1 ounce of this. But I lowered it because I got more carbs somewhere else towards the end of the week. I hope this is making sense. So this is 0.8 ounces. I'm going to have to stand up to look. Yay, 0.8. So there it is. Guys, doesn't that look so good? And this is just one of my snacks. Doesn't that look delicious? Gosh, so good. I want to eat it right now. And this is the smaller version. I had a bigger version of this. But yeah, that is what I ate for one of my snacks. And I just taught you how to use food skill, kind of, sort of. Alright, so that was like Thursday, Friday. Now, Saturday rolled around, and I was like, oh, we forgot a strawberry. Saturday I rolled around, and I was like, man, I really want some nachos. So, this is what I made. So, I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy. This is 4 ounces of lettuce, and this is how I would do this. Let me just set this to the side to show you guys. This would be my chips. Now, I know you guys are thinking, Kirsten, that tastes nothing like chips. Yeah, it's more about the crunch. I promise you this tastes good. So with like when you eat stuff like nachos, you get like super full, but are you really satisfied? Like I feel like when I eat food like that, like I'm like, okay, now I want something sour, now I want something sweet, you know, like an hour later. But with this, I mean, this leaves you satisfied for a super long time, and it is because of this lettuce in here. I know this looks like a lot, but I promise, portion-wise, it really is a good amount. And I try to like hide vegetables in my food as much as I can. Now, I'm not kidding you. This is like one of my fave foods. I love also making quesadillas, which I didn't make those this week. And I also love making BLTs, which I did not make this week. I substitute turkey bacon for my meat because it's lower in fat. Alright, so here's my lettuce. And this is all you can have. Just kidding. So then I take my meat. This is 5 ounces of meat. Gosh, I should be showing you guys how to use a scale. Okay, this is not the video to teach you how to use a scale because clearly I have ADD. Alright, so there's my 5 ounces of meat. That is a lot of meat. I don't know if you guys can see all of that. Oops. I could do more, but honestly, this is a bunch. Then I usually heat this up in a skillet. I like sprinkle some water, heat it back up in the skillet because I don't like things after they've been microwaved. And then this is 2 ounces of cheese. Crap, I forgot to tear it. I'm so sorry. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I actually don't meal prep a lot of my food. I do my fish and meat, and then all of this I just sprinkle as I go. Like I'm weighing it as I go. Also have tomatoes that I put on my nacho salad. This is going to look so good. Now I heat up, the meat is getting heated up in the skillet, right? And then I melt the cheese on top. And then I add all of this. Where are my onions? Did I bring them over here? Okay, we'll pretend I just dumped onions on here. I know I prepped them, I just don't think I brought them over here. Okay, dump some onions. And then I do 2 tables of sour cream. I do this Taco Bell sauce. And I add some jalapenos. Now, I'm able to do this meal with the apples. So we're going back to the apple and oatmeal. Let me just show you what I do. Apple and oatmeal. Let me move the scale. This scale was a waste of time because I didn't even weigh everything out. Apples, oatmeal. Where's my package of oatmeal? Okay, he bounced. There he is. Let's see, what else did I do? I did this. So this is, I forget how many ounces of meat. I want to say 2.5. It's a lot of meat. Now this is that pre-packaged meat. And then I do a regular piece of cheese, and I toast this in a toaster oven. It's an everything bagel. This is what my napkin was on, but now, you know, I don't have a napkin. I did this, so this is another meal of mine. I do this one right here, and I did this bowl of cereal and milk, and I did this protein drink. So you can see this is a lot of food. I would eat this in the morning, my protein shake, eat this at lunch. It held me over for a while. And then I would have this as a snack, this is my snack, and then this is my nighttime snack. So I really didn't have like a third meal. I didn't want something big towards the evening. I just kind of start snacking like every hour or just whenever. And it was really hard to finish this, but this is where I'm at right now. Like this is what I'm going to eat today and have ate. I've already eaten this. So anyways, all right, now that we've done the food part, because I feel like that's something people always want to know, let's get into I promise I'm almost done. How many minutes are we at? Time, just kidding. Let's get into my schedule. So if you're just starting off, I wouldn't say do this. This is like a little bit more advanced, but I just wanted to show you guys that I'm not hungry. If I were you and I was just starting off, I would just substitute one bad meal. So if you're doing nachos at nighttime, guys, make you a taco salad. Replace those chips with some lettuce. Maybe cut down on the sour cream if you are heavy on the sour cream. I do 2 tablespoons. It's a pretty nice size. This is 2 tablespoons of butter. So that's how much sour cream. I just poured lemon juice in my yogurt, and I was going to eat that after this. Well, hopefully lemon juice tastes good with the parfait. All right. Hot Mess Express. Choo-choo. All right, so the biggest thing I would say getting started is just well, for me at least. Okay, let's just go through my week. Monday, I woke up, I went to the gym. I only had 15 minutes left of child watch to get my workout in, but honestly, that was such a victory for me because I was like, hey, I got here, I got 4 humans ready, I let my chickens out, I fed my goats, like we're here, even though there's only 15 minutes, we made it, this is day 1, we're off to a good start. Day 2, I got there like with an hour and a half, and I was able to get a good workout in. I just told myself I'm going to get to the gym 5 days a week, but if you're new, I would not start with the gym 5 days a week. I would start with 10 minutes of cardio, slowly work yourself up to 45 minutes of cardio, which you should probably hit by the end of the month. And then now you've carved out 45 minutes of cardio. But it's just about working it out in your schedule. Like if you have 10 minutes in the morning or if you have 10 minutes in the evening, that's where you're going to start doing your 10-minute cardio. Like your 10-minute walk. Not a run, just start with the walk. Then once you get up to a 45-minute walk, now you've carved out 45 minutes in your evening. That's when you're going to go get your gym membership and you're going to work out for 45 minutes. This is not a race. This is about making small changes, and that is what's going to keep you going. Another victory of mine is I didn't weigh myself every day this week. That is something that I used to do in the past. Let me just tell you how great that was for my mental health, because your weight is going to fluctuate, and there would be mornings that in the past I would wake up, I would lose 2 pounds, I'd be like, yay, and then I would gain 2 pounds, and I'd be like, no, why can't I ever lose weight? Like I was either like super cocky that day or super hard on myself. If you have to weigh yourself every week, my suggestion to you is write down those weights and then add them all up and take the median. But doing it this way works too. I'm going to just weigh myself every Sunday. It will be a consistent weight loss. Even if I fluctuate a little bit, it's fine. So that was a victory, was just getting to the gym every day this week. And like there was 2 times this week I only had 15 minutes to work out, but I still was so happy. The next victory was the weigh-in. I already told you guys that. So let's talk about some hiccups. Hiccups I had were insomnia. Guys, I did not sleep for 4 days. Maybe it was the vegetables, because I was eating vegetables those days. Does vegetables make you stay awake? Just kidding. I don't know. Don't repeat that. Yeah, I had terrible insomnia. I also was super sore, and I was very irritable. And that was just the first 4 days. What your body is doing is detoxing. And you just got to get, some people it takes a month, some people it takes 2 weeks. It took 4 days for me. After that, I slept like a baby. I slept like I had a baby. I just had a baby. And, yeah, after that I was fine. I played with my kids for so long Friday night. I played with Norik and Vera from 12 until they went to bed. Like, literally down on the floor, played with them the entire time. Did not stop because I was like really legit enjoying myself. I don't feel like that all the time. Sometimes I play with them and I'm like, all right, that's enough. Give mama some time to, you know, have some time to herself. I did not feel like that at all Friday. I had brain fog. That's pretty normal in the beginning too. Again, you're tired. Well, I was tired. I didn't sleep for 4 days, but you're usually tired. You're detoxing. Guys, I have to tell you a funny brain fog story. So when I was making the cereal, okay, I went to go get the milk, and my scale is over there by the sink. So I went to go get my milk, and then like Norik interrupted me for something, and then when I went back to pour my milk in here and weigh it out, I used the soap. Some of you are like, how can you use soap? Guys, look at that. That's what I did. Please don't open. I did 4 ounces of soap, and I still didn't catch it. Like, I weighed out 4 ounces. I got a spoon. I sat down to eat, and like I saw soap in my cereal. And if I was not the only person home, I would have thought Aaron did that. I would be like, who did this to me? Because I know I poured milk in my cereal. That is how foggy your brain is in the beginning. But all of those things are completely normal, and you just got to stick with it. So guys, I'm sorry this video is really long. If I could edit, I would cut out these videos, but I promise towards the end of the month, I'm going to learn how to edit. I hope this video is helpful. Next week, I will check in with my weight loss, and in 2 weeks, I will do some progress pictures. So if you guys enjoyed this, you should totally subscribe, because I'm only keeping this on my Facebook for about 4 weeks. My Facebook is for memes and my family, not for, you know, this fitness journey. So if you want to follow me on this and you want to do this with me, subscribe and comment if you have any questions. That way they're all in one spot instead of me having to go to individual messages. Just comment underneath the YouTube video. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.